My dear beloved friends, tomorrow is a very sacred day on the Jewish calendar. October 7th, the first anniversary of the greatest tragedy that ever befell the peoples of Israel and the Jewish nation since the Holocaust. You know, King David in the book of Psalms says, Me'ovai techakmeni, I've grown wiser from my enemies. And our rabbis explain what King David was saying was that when we see the darkness and the evil of our enemies, that should make us realize how great our light must be. And therefore we have to strengthen ourselves in the face of our enemies to recognize if the forces of evil are so powerful, our forces and power of good and love and unity must be even stronger. It is despicable and shocking to see the outpouring of rallies by our enemies throughout the United States of America, on campuses around the world, and in communities around the world, calling for a week of rage. On the day that we will mourn the thousands of victims of October 7th and the aftermath of that horrific day, our enemies, instead of allowing us one day to be able to mourn, to be able to find a little bit of comfort by coming together as a Jewish community, are calling for rallies all over campuses and communities in the United States. But as King David says, if the forces of darkness are so great, the forces of good must be even brighter and stronger to outshine the darkness, because light dispels darkness. As King Solomon says, a little bit of light vanishes a great deal of darkness. And so I am asking every one of you to join us tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. at Palm Beach Synagogue, as we will begin the day with prayer, with putting on our tefillin, with men, women, and children coming together as a community to mark this first anniversary in prayer. And we will say prayers over the Torah for all of the hostages who are still in captivity a year later, to be immediately freed and released to come home to their beloved families who have been waiting for them every single hour of every single day for the past year. We will say prayers for our IDF soldiers, for their protection and for their safety. And we will say prayers for the state of Israel and for the United States of America to stand strong with its greatest ally in the world, Israel, in fighting all the forces of darkness and evil in the Middle East, from Hamas to Hezbollah to Iran. Tomorrow is a day like no other, and we must all come together to give each other strength and comfort. We will have a special program at 9 a.m. with Cantor Ron Donenfeld, who will lead special prayers for Israel, for our soldiers, for the hostages, and for the Jewish people worldwide. And then at 9:20, we will have a special breakfast with friends of IDF, with soldiers from the IDF who fought in this war, to get together with Captain Oren Cohen, who will speak to us about his experiences in Gaza as the official photographer of the IDF. And he will tell us about what he witnessed firsthand account on October 7th and in the after days following it. So I look forward to seeing everyone tomorrow morning. Let's start the day with prayer, and let us spend the morning in remembrance and in prayer, and together as a community united, we will prevail. Am Yisrael Chai.